by Drive Jeffrey Lant. You think, before you go, that you are prepared. But you are not prepared.
But you do not understand. You think you understand what happened at this place and why it happened. You think you can visit the museum and its artifacts as you would visit any other museum. But you cannot so visit. You came to see for yourself, and it demands that you see it all and clearly. It is almost unbearably painful, and the tears come involuntarily, providing release. You begin to fathom the unfathomable. This is Auschwitz, and it changes your life, starkly, profoundly, forever. It forces you to think, to dig deep in your soul. It demands your attention, your reverence. This is Auschwitz, and it compels, as if by right, your complete concentration, that you see it all, confront it all, avoiding nothing. Here a great evil was perpetrated. Here people just like you and me, people who once laughed, studied, married, worshipped, found an untimely end they could not comprehend even at the moment of death. This is Auschwitz, where human minds were put to the business of destroying humans, systematically, categorically, efficiently, proudly. From the moment you arrive at the entrance to the gate of hell, you sense an atmosphere compounded of fear, terror, anger, confusion. Upon arrival, people just like you walked through this gate, little comprehending that their fate was about to be sealed at the hands of guards who, with a nut or flick of a swagger stick, directed you to immediate perdition, or to a more lingering death as a laboring slave. The angel of death himself, Joseph Mengele, immaculates in shiny boots, gloves, and a whip, was often seen, evaluating, calculating, deciding fates without compunction, a man of destiny, ensuring the desirable exterminations demanded from Berlin. What have they done to bring them to this place of dedicated evil and inexplicable horrors? The world, burdened with many problems in May 1940 when Auschwitz was created, took little note of this one, until Soviet troops liberated it January 27, 1945, exposing step by horrifying step the true dimensions of human cruelty, one object, one item, one artifact at a time. 155 buildings, 300 ruins, 4 gas chambers and crematoria, 27 guard towers, 460 artificial limbs, 80,000 pairs of shoes, 40,000 pairs of spectacles, 260 prayer garments, 3,800 suitcases. Now these and all the other remnants of systematic horror are threatened by aging, the elements, neglect, lack of funds, and by the steady increase in visitors who come to learn and to ponder. In 2010, 1.4 million of these pilgrims came and thought deeply of what they saw. Each was touched in his own way, and so remembers. To preserve all this so we never forget what is so painful to remember, $200 million is now required. Germany, to date, has pledged $60 million. The use of $15 million, other governments, like Austria, less. But what of the British government and the French, two of the great allies of the World War that gave the Nazis the cover for the final solution? Ex-Prime Minister Gordon Brown, having visited Auschwitz, pledged funds, but no amount. And, so far, the succeeding Cameron government has been silent on the matter, facing as it is riots for budget cuts that touch his fellow citizens more urgently. The French are even less committed than the British. The needs of their own war memorials and the crosses of Flanders fields call for upkeep and restoration, too. And yet this matter presses, as the artifacts of horror crumble, disintegrate, decay. Each one gone aids oblivion, out of sight, out of mind, which after all would suit some people who deny the importance or even the existence of the Holocaust. The job that has to be done is immense, and time is pressing as the last of the Holocaust survivors passes into eternity, anxious that the unspeakable reality they knew remained vivid, unnecessary reminder to generations yet to come of what we humans are capable of doing to each other. The people of Armenia, Cambodia, and Rwanda, to name but a few, already know. Holocaust, you see, is not merely history. It is present-day reality, lethal, savage, always near at hand. This is why Auschwitz must continue to exist, not merely as a museum, but as a living example of the dark side of our species. For we are now what the masters of Auschwitz were then, beings capable of the unspeakable, not just in those dampened pestilential polished fields and forests where the death camp grew, but everywhere on this seething planet that knows all the varieties of hatred so well. To find out how you can help preserve and restore Auschwitz and related projects, contact Jewish Community Relations Council of Greater Boston, 126 Hyacinth, Boston, Massachusetts 02110 at 617457860F 617988655. About the author. Harvard-educated Dr. Jeffrey Land is care of World Profit, Incorporated, where small home-based businesses learn how to profit online. Dr. Land is also a historian and author of 18 best-selling business books. Republished with author's permission by Harry Grudoyle. http://smithonbus.com. Check out Auto Coupon Cash. http://www.smithonbus.com/constant road equal JM more than 5 PS more than 0 CG.